Hello, boys and girls. Are you ready to learn something new today? Hi, this is Jeffrey, and I'm here to teach you one-point perspective drawing. Here you see a simple drawing of a room with some very basic furniture, all in lines, nothing fancy, just simple drawings. So we have a TV cabinet on the left, a flat screen TV, a rug, a seat, windows, doors, and we have a tall bookcase on your right. Now if you look closely, you see that all the angles of the furniture have imaginary lines that seem to go towards a point somewhere in the middle of the room. Can you see that? So let's see how the lines look like. So now the lines are indicated in blue, and can you see that they all seem to converge at this point somewhere near the window. So this point, we call it a vanishing point. So I'll indicate by having a red dot to indicate the convergence of all these lines, and we can call it vanishing point or VP. Now, so what is VP? So VP represents your point of view. So if you have a camera and you take a picture of this scene, alright? So we have a camera, tripod, and you take a picture and it will look like this. So can you notice that the viewfinder and the VP or the red dot are in the exact same position? So that represents this point of view taken from the camera. So if we pass a red line, if we draw a red line through the VP, a horizontal red line, it will look something like this. So this red line, we call it the eye level. So the eye level just represents the height of your eyes. Or in that case, as you have seen, it is the height of your camera lens when you took this picture. Now, if all this sounds quite confusing, do take a while to review and unpack what was being said so far, and it should become clearer over time. So how does this concept of VP, converging lines, and eye level look in a real setting? Let's look at this photo of your art room 1. This picture was taken from the back of the classroom, and I was standing just behind the desk you see in the foreground, somewhere in the middle of the room. Let's take a look at the angles and lines of the furniture, the ceiling lights, and maybe even the floor tiles. And can you see that they all again seem to converge or meet at a point somewhere in front of this room where the whiteboard is, and they seem to meet somewhere here. Alright, so let's take a look at how these imaginary lines look like. So I've indicated the lines in green. Can you see that they seem to meet somewhere here? So maybe I'll dim this down so you can just see the green lines. So again, these point where they meet, we'll call this the VP or vanishing point, and I'll indicate with a red dot. So we can call this vanishing point or VP. Alright? So what is VP again? So VP is really just the height of your camera when you took this picture from the back of the classroom. So as mentioned earlier, the viewfinder, VP and the red dot are all in the same place. So when you pass a horizontal line through the VP, I'll indicate here by drawing a red line. So this line represents the eye level, which simply means the height of your eyes, or in this case, the height of the camera lens when this picture was taken. Your assignment for lesson 1 is to reproduce the drawing you see here in your sketchbook. Your drawing must have the following: an eye level line, please label eye level, VP, as well as all the furniture and door and windows that you see in this sketch. You may add other items or furniture as you wish. I will take you step by step on how to construct this simple room setting. Please get ready a new page in your sketchbook. It will be a landscape format. Are you ready to start? Write the title of this assignment. This is lesson 1. Write 1 point perspective in your sketchbook. Now divide your page in half and draw a horizontal line across. This will be the eye level. Remember to label the line eye level. Next, you would indicate the VP. Find the center of the line you have just drawn and mark a little point here and call it VP. Next, we will draw a box that is 9 by 9 cm. This box will represent the front of the room. So the box will look like this. The dimensions of this box is 9 cm by 9 cm. So this dimension is 9 cm and this dimension is 9 cm. But take note that the bottom of the box is just 2.8 cm from the red line. So now that you have drawn the box, let's draw the sides of the wall, the floor, and the ceiling. So this is how you do it. You will pass a line from the VP through every corner of the box. So from VP, pass a line through, draw a straight line out, From VP, draw a straight line passing through the corner. And the lines will look like this. So these lines represent the edges of the wall with the floor, the edges of this floor with the other wall on the right, and the edge of the wall with the ceiling. So once you're done, you have a room that looks like this. So please go ahead and draw. So once you're done, you'll get a room that looks something like this. And then we can start putting in the furniture. We will now begin to draw this cabinet you see on the left. Now your dimensions of your cabinet may be different from what is shown here, but that's okay. So what's important is the step-by-step process. As long as you follow the step-by-step process, you will not be confused and you will have a cabinet that looks something like this. So let me take this away and we'll start drawing. So you begin by determining the width of your cabinet on the wall. So I'm just going to use blue lines. Have two vertical lines going up. And next you want to indicate the height of the cabinet. And you want to draw a line towards VP. Now this shape represents the back of the cabinet on the wall, or what we call a shadow on the wall. Now next you want to draw the footprint of the cabinet on the floor. So you start by having a horizontal line going out from the first line that you've drawn, and then another horizontal line. And next you want to indicate how deep your cabinet is. So let's say we'll do it here. So draw a line that goes back to VP. So can you see this L shape? So this represents the back of the cabinet on the wall, and this represents the base of the cabinet on the floor. So from here we will construct the rest of the lines. So this will be the lines that goes up from this corner. Another vertical line that goes up from this corner. And next you want to take this left corner, have a horizontal line that intersects with the vertical line, and another horizontal line that intersects with the next vertical line. Can you see this is the panel on the side panel of the cabinet that's nearer to you, and this is the one that's further away? So the last step is to join the corners together, and you'll see that the line that joins the corners will also go back to VP, as what we have learned in the beginning, that all the angles of the furniture would go back to VP. So this is a very basic sketch of a cabinet. So remember to draw these lines, which I have drawn in blue. Draw them as very light lines, and then you only darken the final shape of the cabinet with a darker line. So in other words, you will go in with a black line and darken the cabinet. Okay, so I'll just zoom in to see. So you can darken the lines, the final lines, by having more pressure on your pencil. Or if you have a pen, you can also darken the lines with a pen. So make sure the lines are in the correct angles. Try to keep your lines vertical and horizontal as well, because you're drawing with a ruler. Okay, so that represents your cabinet. Now you can of course dress up your cabinet any way you wish, right? You can add the details of the front panel and so on. Alright, so we are done with this cabinet. Now let's go on to draw the little flat screen TV that you see. So the flat screen TV is something like this. So let me just turn this off. Yeah, we have a flat screen TV that is here. Okay, let's put this back. Now the flat screen TV, so you try to figure out how to draw it. So the flat screen TV has to be in the same proportion as the TV cabinet. So which means the width of the TV is the same as the width of the cabinet. So how do you do that? You can take reference from this corner of the cabinet as well as this corner of the cabinet. So let me just switch on the construction lines again. So you take reference from here. Draw vertical lines up and another vertical line from this corner. Then decide how high you want your TV to be. And you draw a line back to VP. So maybe this is your TV from here to here. Okay, so this is the shape of the TV. Now once you've done that, you can again darken your lines. You choose a black color. You can go ahead and darken the TV in this way. Okay, so this is just a very simple sketch with no details, because this lesson is really about how to draw your furniture that looks correct in a room setting. Alright, so this will be the first part of your assignment, to draw the cabinet and the TV. We will now draw the bookcase on the right. This bookcase is quite a tall one, so which means it extends above eye level. So I'm just going to remove the bookcase and start drawing. So you can start drawing the bookcase by having two vertical lines that represents the back of the bookcase against the wall. Determine the height of the bookcase and draw a line that goes back to VP. This shape represents the back of the bookcase against the wall. Now we'll draw the base of the bookcase on the floor. Two horizontal lines. And decide how deep you want your bookcase to be. And draw a line that goes back to VP. So this shape represents the base of the bookcase on the floor. Let's carry on drawing the rest of the panels. Two vertical lines from the corner that you've just drawn. Horizontal line to indicate the side panel intersects with the vertical line. From here, another horizontal line that intersects with the vertical line. So these corners represent the panels of the bookcase. Now if you join a line that passes through the second corner, you notice that it goes back to VP in one continuous line. Okay, so this obeys the law of perspective, that all the angles of the furniture in the room will go back to VP. Next, we will draw some shelves. So in order to draw some shelves, first you indicate the height of the shelves on the side panel. So this is the first shelf. Let's continue to draw another shelf that's below eye level. Next, we will start a line from VP, pass through that corner and stop here. Let's draw that again. Start a line from VP, pass through the corner and stop here. And another line that passes through the other corner, stopping here. Let's draw that again. Okay, so for the bottom shelf, you do the same thing. Pass it through the corner and stop here. And one more line, pass through the corner and stop here. So can you see that this shape represents the bottom shelf and this is the top of the shelf. This shape represents the top shelf, but you can see the bottom of the shelf instead. Now from here we can go ahead and darken the lines with a darker pressure on the pencil. So I'll go ahead and darken it. Okay, so you can see that it's not very difficult to understand perspective if you understand the process. So always start with the shadow or the footprint of the object you're drawing, and then construct each part step by step so that you won't be confused. Now for this inner part of the bookshelf, I'm just going to stop the line here and continue here and stop the line here again, because we're going to draw the shelves. So stop here, then we'll darken the inside of the shelf, and from here we can do the angle. Okay, stop here. This is a horizontal line across, and this is a small little angle here. Okay, and this is a horizontal line, stops here, and then you just want to do the angle line here. Okay, and this is an angle as well. So not very well drawn, but you get the idea. Okay, so of course you go ahead and do a nice one for your assignment. Now if you were to switch off, okay, there's one more line here. If you were to turn off the construction lines, this is what you get. So there's a bit of kink here. But if you draw it nicely, you will get a very nice looking bookshelf. Alright, so if you want any details, you can just continue to draw the thickness of the bookshelf this way. Okay, so I'll leave it to you how you want to dress up your drawing with more details. Okay, but this lesson basically shows you how to construct simple furniture within a room. So for your assignment, you need to add in all the other pieces of furniture. There's a rug here, and then there's a seat, there are two windows and a door. Alright, so you end up with a room that is complete with furniture. So that is your assignment for lesson 1, 1 point perspective. Alright, so that's all I have for you today. Hope you enjoy yourself drawing, and I'll see you in class very soon. Bye bye.